G'day motherfuckers. So today I thought I'd just show you a little bit about making external world spaces as opposed to the interiors, like ones like the Commonwealth, stuff like that. Diamond City, ones with sky instead of roofs. So it should be good. So what you need to do, load up. I've started a new thing. I'm going to start a new thing. So I just loaded up the Fallout 4 without all the other bits, without a mod or anything like that. So I'm just going to make one from scratch. So go here, world spaces, right there. And you just have to right click here, go new. Give that bad boy a name, and then you've got over here you can put your name in, of course. For the world, you've got all your bits here. I'm going to do a small world and center cell there. We'll do fixed dimensions, center cell 00, usable dimensions. Is that a thing that I want? I don't even think that's a thing that I want. Just so it's a small world. I want the land height to be above the water height, not below it, and that should do for now. Yeah, that should do. That's it. So just go OK, and you'll have over here a new world. There you go. So you go in, and we'll show you how to make some hills, that sort of stuff. So you just go in here in your wilderness. It'll generate all the ones that it loads, even though it probably won't be able to use them. So just in this first episode, I'll just show you the basics, making hills and painting like roads and all the different paintiness of the surfaceness. So yeah, I want to just put a marker here, just so I know where the middle was. But you can hit B, and there you go. You can figure that out as well. But I just want to know sort of which one was the middle of my cell that I'm working on here. So that one there. I'm going to put a bit of a wall around it. Freaking bit of a cliffness. So I'll just freaking up this bit a bit. So it's a decent height like so. Maybe a little bit higher. Do a big cliff around the joint like that, and flatten vertices. And then you can just freaking drag it to your heart's contentedness, until your heart is contentedness with the walliness that you're building. Like this, you can get it fairly up high. Seems to be able to manipulate stuff for a fair distance, which is just great. So yeah, well, there you go. It'll start off with like a fall off that's pretty freaking slack, and so the edges will like even out so you can walk up. But I wanted to the border. So the border, like if I do this and then I go say fucking 10, I'll show you. See what I mean? Freaking, I don't want that. So I just want cliff edges for the edginess. So yeah, a bit of that. We've done the flattened vertices, so I've got a good cliff happening around the single cell that I'm going to be working in for this. I don't quite understand how I can limit the amount of cells that I've got in my world space. So we'll just work with what we've got basically. Do I have sound? I just didn't hear any sound just then. That's alright. Maybe I don't have sound. It could be a thing that's happening. I'll check my plug. Plugged in. I don't know what's going on. That's fine though. But yeah, you can raise bits. You can lower bits. Left click is the raising and the lowering this. All right. So left click. I'm gonna make a little bit of a lake over here. The water's down pretty low, 300 below ground level. So I'll just make a bit of a lake. Decent sized lake as well. I don't want it to be shit. Freaking down the edges around the lake so we can get out and not drown as well if we get in there. which will be great. You don't want to die. You don't want to die dead. There we go, a bit of a lake. Bit of a lake there. And there's these softened vertices here as well, which you can use. So freaking, where's the edge of my circle? There it is. Boom. Softens it all off. Softens the edges that I don't want off. Soften. Control Z. Fuck it. So we'll go here. Do it to fucking 2, size 2. And we'll go this one. Soften them off. So it's not all jagged and shit like that. Freaking decently, you know, smooth edges. I'll make a bit of a way to get out of the lake over here. The rest of it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, so there's our lake. I'll build a bit of a hill over here. I'll show you why in a second. What's going on over there? That's alright. That's alright. It's still a cliff. That's good. Alright, I haven't affected that bit. So, no, I don't want to flatten them. I'll soften them, I mean. So a bit of a hill over here. Freaking, I want a bit bigger than that though. Fucking, there we go. Freaking boom. Bit of a hilliness right here. Somewhere to go for a jump into our little oasis there. And so I want to make the layers like the levelly bits so I can still get up them decently though. And maybe a bit of a hill over here. So that's where I'm going to put my entryway. I'll show you the entryway that I'm using in a second. It's pretty cool. There we go. So that's how. I'll show you next episode actually the entryway. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll show you at the end. But anyway, that's how you raise and lower land. That's you know, you flatten vertices to drag one height across an area. You've got your soften to take off the sharp edges of the stuff that you built by hand, just in case you don't want it to be too pointy and shit like that. But your other one down here, you've got your texture. So you've got different textures. I'm going to use the sand textures. What do we got here? There's sand ones. I know there is. Riverbeds, roots, foothills, forest. Where is it? There's fucking sand ones. Dried grass? No. I know there's sand ones here somewhere. I'll freaking find it. Here we go. Coast ones. That's what I want. The coast ones. So I'll use the grass one for the majority of this joint. And you just select your little texture there and right click and drag that all across the joint, and you can freaking texture it all up like this. Boom, just give it a draw. Maybe zoom out a bit so it makes it a bit easier and faster. Boom, doesn't even matter. Freaking, we'll just draw it all and then draw, like we'll freaking fill in the good bits after, like the bits that are different sort of thing. You know what I mean? Nah, you don't know what I mean yet. That's alright. We'll get to that. Just freaking make sure it's all freaking all the one type. I don't want it getting confused. And I found that if you try and use too many in the one quadrant, like this with the Venus, the yellow lines, the yellow black ones, they're the sides of your cell, and then you've got your quadrants in the cell though as well. So I found that if you try and use too many types of textures on the ground, it doesn't like it and it won't let you do anymore. So you know, you want your filler to be really good and full basically. And then we'll go, I want a rocks one, I don't want sand one. Cobblestone, no, I don't think that's it. Debris, no. Debris even. Dried grass, forest, glowing sea, marsh, forest, blah blah, fucking blah, ocean floor, pre-war, quarry, riverbed. That's alright. I think there's one here. Blasted forest floor. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I want to use. So I want just a small one for this bit that I'm going to do. And shut up, mate. I'll freaking click on you. Fine. And do a bit of a zoom in. And now I'm going to just give the, you know, make the cliff bits look more cliffy. Look a bit more cliffy there. So they're a different texture. And this will take a second to do. So I might just do this and then start recording again. So just give me one sec. Alrighty then, so I made the cliffy bits a bit cliffier, as you can see. Looks a bit more cliffy. Looks like there's a walkway up to the top bit there where we can freaking jump into our little oasis. Now the next thing I want to do is around the water, because you don't want that having grass in it. Basically, the one that I used for the ground, that was a type of grass, so we'll use sand, wet, easy. No, actually we'll use sand dry first. We'll go on a size 2 brush like this, and boom, we'll freaking just, I think I want to be a bit closer, it's freaking hard to see the edges on this one. Just all up in our lake, all the sand in the lake. Freaking, oh, that went a bit far up the thing. That's alright. It matters to me. It matters to me. Alright, so I'll freaking go back. Where's the thing? Blasted dirt. Size 1. And I'll freaking colour that bad boy back in a bit. I'm going to colour all this bit in. There we go. So it still looks cliffy. There we go. It doesn't even matter if it's a bit cliffy under the water, I guess, there, because it's still a cliff, and sand's not going to cling to the cliff, is it? So I'll just give that a bit of a paint. All the cliffiness. There we go. So yeah. There we go. How's that looking? Pretty good, I reckon. So what's next? Next is on the inside. Doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Freaking. Actually, that's the wrong one. Don't even worry about it. So sand, wet is what we want next. Leave it on number 1 and draw all around on the inside here, all up to so it's coming out the edges, I guess. Not on the cliff though. Leave the cliff. We'll leave the cliff alone. So we got some wet sand. So it looks cool. There we go. And freaking abracadabra. We got, got it looking freaking pretty awesome now. I don't think I went as far enough with the dry sand on the outside there, but that's fine. Doesn't even matter. Just a test level, but you get the basic principle. Wet sand, freaking whatever textures you want to use though, because these are just what I want to use because I'm freaking making an oasis. So next thing you want, there's a few rocks and stuff like that. So you turn you can also press the H button to turn your landscaping off. It takes a second to close it down. When you're bringing it up, it comes straight up, but when you're closing it down, it takes a second to get rid of. So give it a second to load. So you're not responding. That'll get better. And there we go. So there's a couple of bits I want. So let me see here. I want cave ent. That freaking cave, mate. Cave ent. These are 2 E's. There's 2 E's. Don't even worry about it. Well done. Cave entrance. I'm pretty sure this is this one. I don't think that's the one. That's not the one I want. I want the freaking glow and see one. That's the one I want. The downy one. So it's down into the ground, and there we go. There's a cave entrance. Yeah, this hill's not really going to be big enough to cater for it. I thought I had a bit more space. That's alright. I'll just have to do it freaking so it's coming out towards the bit. Freaking that's alright. So you move it in, you just want to be able to freaking, that's completely hidden in it. No, it's not even completely hidden. So freaking, and you'll adjust your so press the H button again, bring up your editing, and we'll go size 1. Yep, that's what I want. So you shut up, mate. Fine, I'll click on the window. Size 1, and I guess we want to just freaking raise up the bits so we can't see the edge bits. Freaking, oh god dang it. Well, that looks freaking, I'll just flatten the vertices around there. Oh shit. Control Z. It's flattening all the vertices. Oh, because of the border. Fuck the border. Fuck the border off. So, fucking, alright, mate. Come on. Fucking hell. Dick everything. Alright, freaking turn that off. We'll freaking raise a little bit. Shut up. Freaking let me move, mate. Fucking all these windows, mate. And selecting the right window and being in the right window to be able to do stuff. I don't know, sometimes. So, freaking, that's not, I freaking thought I turned you off, mate. I'll freaking raise some bits up so that they're on the outsidiness of the freaking, of this bitsy. It doesn't matter, freaking, because we're going to flatten the vertices. And I'll just flatten the vertices so that you shut up, mate. Don't freaking be making ramps for me. Freaking, so it's all freaking covered in basically. And there we go, you can barely see the top. Now I want to freaking no, I'm not flattening. Oh yeah, actually I am flattening. Fuck it. And I'll flatten a bit further out. Like this. And there we go. How are we looking? It's a bit steep there. So I probably want to go soften a bit. Soften that bad boy off. Soften it all off a bit. No, not freaking you, mate. Soften these bits off. Till we can find ourselves a cave. I guess. We got a cave there. So that's good. I don't want to soften these areas off either, because it'll freaking probably like expose the bit up the back there. But yeah, you know, it's a bit rough on top, which is probably a good thing. Make it look a bit more natural. But now I'll turn off my soften and I'll lower this bit. Lower all the caviness, all the inside bits in the cave basically. So we've got a cave in the cave. Left clicking, lowering the bits until we have, you know, the turn in the cave. That's what I'm aiming for, is the freaking being able to see all the way down in the turn. Like this. There we go. Look at that freaking scary caveness. A freaking bit further. Freaking bit further. Come on, mate. You can do this. There we go. You can't freaking see the bits now. Scary caveness. I'm gonna get rid of that bit from the freaking side of the cave there too. Freaking lower it down a bit. There we go. Alright, this freaking doesn't look like there's any jagged bits coming out there up the top, except for right fucking there. That's fine. Just go like this a bit till there's not. Doesn't really, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. The less perfect it is, as long as you don't have massively freaking jagged edges like that, doesn't matter. You freaking spend your time cleaning those off. I wish there was a way to like dilute the power of the freaking soften vertices, but it doesn't seem to. I don't know. If you go at 10, I still think it does a shit job. Yeah, see, it's freaking too intense. Just freaking, who needs it? So freaking, I'll use it a bit though. Use it a bit. Freaking soften off these edges a bit, so they're not all ugly and pointy. On my little hill here, I'll have to increase that bit again. That's fine. That's a thing you'll have to do. Is it freaking? Is it out? Is it an outy bit? I don't think it is actually. These bits are though. These bits are fucked up. All right, that's fine. So turn it off. You know, get them back above. Looking in different random locations. Freaking raising it up slowly. There we go. And that looks good to me. I'm not fucking around with it anymore. But anyway, so there we go. I've got a cave entrance as well. And now I'll freaking turn off the fucking whatever this is called, terrain editing. That's the one. And I want to get the fancy door. There's a fancy door for caves that doesn't have like a bit that shows up. What's it called? Auto load. Go on, mate. So I was probably still thinking about turning that thing off. Oh goodness, come on, turn it off, buddy. Freaking, what are you doing, mate? Don't tell me you froze, like proper froze, mate. What are you doing, mate? Oh fucking hell, it's a joy, isn't it? Sometimes a creation kit, I just don't know about it. There it goes though. Fine, I fucking lay. All right. So we found our auto load door, and fucking hell. Yeah, fucking hell. Alright, fucking click on this bit first so you're not fucking putting spaces in the filter bit. Fine, fucking hell. And drop your auto load door right here. And now, it's freaking pretty big. This is like for a big cave, I think. You can adjust the size of your stuff, of course, with the scale and thing. But you can just double click on that and go 3D data. I think the size that I want is 0.25. Boom, and that's a decent size. and put it in there so that when you're going down into the cave, the green bit, it says like where you're going. Basically, that says you're going into a fucking cave, dickhead. The red bit actually activates the door, so it's an auto load door. That's what it does. That's its function. So have the red bit in the cave, have the green bit so when you're going down into the cave, it's like a thing, and it tells you that you're going into the cave, and that's where you freaking want it, just about there, like that. So that you're looking down the cave, it tells you you're going into this cave, mate. If we keep walking in this direction, and as soon as you hit that red bit, boom, you fucking walk through. Auto load doors, it's a wonderful fucking thing. I love them. It's great, isn't it? Look at it. Easy to do, and you have to click on, double click this bit, but it's got all the same bits as your normal doors, so you can just link that to your normal doors, any location you want, which is great. I love it a lot. So that's the starters, I guess, of another thing I wanted, but I'll do that next episode. That's the status of our little oasis here. Not much of an oasis, not like this green grass or any shit like that, but it's a wonderful life out doing outsides. One little problem that I have encountered with every fucking one of these that I have made, and you're probably gonna too, I apologise about it, I just don't know what to do about it. That's a bit sharp there, I fucking need to. And that problem is, fucking, you will not be able to sprint. Like, you can run in these areas, but you can't sprint. I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that. So if anybody out there, please, I beg you, tell me how to make these bastards be able to sprint. That'd be fucking great. Because I'm not happy about him not being able to sprint in this freaking world space at all. It makes me sad, and I don't want it to happen that way. It's not how I'm going out, mate. All right, so if you can help me with that one, drop us a line, freaking shoot us a mail, just comment on one of my videos. I'll freaking check out all the comments. So yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, that's this one. We'll save it there. Saves as a external world. You can put this in, of course, your normal mods and all that sort of jazz. But I'll save that. I'll edit it more in the next one. We'll have a look at some other weird stuff that I don't know how to use as well. There's a few of those at the moment with the externals. I haven't done much with the externals, but yeah, we'll have a look at those and it'll be great. It's a wonderful life. External cells with all the celliness. It's a wonderful life. So yeah, stay chill, motherfuckers. See you next time.